Bonjour mes enfants, c'est votre uncle. Oui, it's Uncle Dan the Vinyl Man, back finally with another video for you. I know you've been waiting for this and you haven't watched any videos in the meantime. Good for you. Only watch Uncle Dan. Okay. I have here, I've waited because I finally acquired 45 of perhaps the greatest single ever released. And I'm speaking, of course, of Hooty Sapperticker. Let's see if that picks that up. Hooty Sapperticker by Barbara and the Boys. With Flipside Cobra by the Boys. Barbara wasn't available for that. Yeah, Hooty Sapperticker, which was immortalized by Dave Barry in one of his columns, and later in a book on the worst songs ever recorded. Dave Barry mistakenly said that this was a terrible song. Dave Barry, he's very funny man, but clearly had bad taste in music, because this is instead one of the greatest songs ever recorded. It is true, the lyrics are somewhat brief, a lot of it consists of saying, Hooty, 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 Sapperticker. And there's a woman, apparently Barbara, who says, hello man, what's your name? To which apparently Hooty Sapperticker responds, Hooty Sapperticker, and she asks, how do you spell it, Hooty Cutie? And he says, Hooty, Hooty, Sapper, ticker, ticker, ticker. Anyway, it's complicated lyrics. Anyway, I think it tells a tale of a young man in some godforsaken town who meets a lovely woman, Barbara, and is smitten by her. And she, with her, I'm guessing a bouffant hairstyle, the rocket cone bra, dual rocket cone bra, and the vibrant lipstick, and an air of world weariness fascinates young Hooty, who is Hooty Sapperticker. So it's a great song, and seriously, it has one heck of a guitar solo in it. Worth listening to for the guitar solo. So the story is that this was. It came about that there were some disc jockeys at KFWB in L.A. and or Hollywood. Two of them, Al Jarvis and Joe Yoakum, who were using a silly slogan on their daily air shows, Hooty Sapperticker. There was Bob Sherman, a man named Bob Sherman, who was a producer, publisher, who was familiar with the song, the novelty song Purple People Eater, and they had came up with a demo of this and ran it over and had it on tape, and said, "Hey, play this, and it'll be a hit." They recorded it. Apparently, it hadn't been recorded before. They came up with a label, Number One Records, because this was going to be the best record ever. They started playing it. Dot Records, which was a big label back in the day, Dot Records obtained the rights to it and pressed it. So I have a promo copy of the Dot pressing. These sometimes, well, not so much the Dot pressings. The Number One Record ones go for more, but the Dot pressing ones go. This was in great shape. I think I paid $40 or $45 for it. Well worth it because it's the best song ever. Curiously, a few years later, that was, I believe, 1958. I need to double check. I believe 1958. It was enough of a stir that it ended up in Billboard, June 30, 1958. Page 4. I've confirmed that myself. I found a copy online of Billboard. Anyway, Hooty Sapperticker is so important, though, that in 1962, another song was released called Hooty Sapperticker, and I have obtained a copy of that as well. This by Andy Rose and the Thorns. I kind of like that name, Andy Rose and the Thorns. Rose had a couple of minor hits. I think his big one. Trying to remember what his big one was because I can't remember. It wasn't very big. Had one with the dubious title "Classroom Cutie," "Just Young," which also sounds dubious. If you look online, you'll find people who say, "Listen to this Hooty Sapperticker. This Hooty Sapperticker is terrible. This Hooty Sapperticker is far superior to this Hooty Sapperticker. This is pretty forgettable. I've listened to it and I can't remember what it was. It was Hooty's Lazy in this one. There was apparently a Hooty Sapperticker Day in Chicago, which was March 22 every year, and it was something from WLS, the big radio station out there. Used to listen to WLS when I was a kid myself, driving around and listen on AM radio where you could pick that up. Anyway, there you go, Hooty Sapperticker. I would play part of it, but these days I just can't. If I play anything, I get smacked with copyright. So there you go. You have to live without it. But two Hooty Sappertickers. Anyway, the greatest song ever recorded. Sorry, Bob Dylan. That is. Jim Croce. Others. I'm Patsy Cline. Sorry, crazy. Doesn't make it. The Beatles far behind. So Hooty Sapperticker. The Beatles never had anything as good as Hooty Sapperticker. On record, saying that. This is Uncle Dan the Vinyl Man saying, "Au revoir mes enfants, et aussi à bientôt."